First, let's freshen up on humility a little bit, because I really want to make clear sort of what the distinction is between humility and modesty. Now, my personal definition of humility, of course, you can look up a book definition if you would like. The way I think about humility is having enough confidence to pursue what you want to in life, but having the ability to recognize your own flaws and to be self-aware and self-critical so that you can improve upon those flaws. Now, note that I place the word confidence in my definition, which might strike you as odd. It may surprise you because, well, isn't humility reducing confidence? And well, it is if you are overconfident. If you're overly confident, if you have an ego problem, then yes, by definition, you're sort of trying to rein in your confidence because you are overconfident. It's hubris. It's over too much pride. And so what you do is you try and lower your confidence level if you have an ego. However, if you have low self-esteem, if you lack confidence, if you have no confidence whatsoever, then you're not exactly humble, are you? You simply just have no self-esteem. And so confidence for me is important. I mean, you need confidence to be humble. You just need to be able to control it and make sure that the confidence isn't clouding your judgment and making you think that you are perfect or that you have no flaws. And the whole point is that if you have enough confidence, you're going to be able to do what you want to do in life. But if you have the ability to be self-aware and recognize your own flaws, you're going to be able to improve over time. That's the whole point. The problem people run into with an ego is they think they have nothing to fix. And by definition, if you have nothing to fix, then you're not going to get better. And, generally speaking in life, if you aren't working on getting better, if you're just sort of, quote, quote, staying neutral, you're probably not going to actually stay neutral. You're probably going to regress. Things have a way of breaking down. Your teeth break down over time. Mechanical, your vehicle over time will have wear and tear. And it's the same thing with anything else in life. I mean, things just naturally break down. And so you have to make sure that you're regularly looking to perform maintenance on whatever it is that you need to perform maintenance on. And so, you need confidence, but you need to make sure that it's not clouding your judgment. Now, modesty. I actually am going to give you some textbook definitions on this. The first definition is the quality or state of being unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities. And that really is humility. It's like, okay, that's humility in the act. And there's a second definition of modesty, which is the quality of being relatively moderate, limited, or small in amount, rate, or level. And that's generally what we think of in terms of modesty, or at least that's sort of the angle that I want to approach modesty from today. So it's actually very similar to that first definition, because you are being moderate in your confidence. You're being moderate in your estimation of yourself. So, I mean, there's two separate definitions, but they're really tied in quite closely. So modesty, at least in this episode, I'm going to be talking about it to capture living modestly. Hence why the title is Live Modestly and Not Humbly, because or the title is Live Modestly and Not Live Humbly, because living humbly, it's more of a how you act in the world, whereas living modestly is also how you act in the world, but it's in terms of making sure that you don't overconsume and that you have limits on what you consume in life and what you're willing to accept.